Hello everyone and welcome back to more Wallflower. Today we're gonna unhaul my Goodreads TBR. So I don't exactly remember how many books I had on the first video, but I'm sure that there's more than when I left that video, so oops, I guess. I have flipped this list so that it shows us the first books that I added to the list, and it goes from the first to the latest. Just so we wouldn't see the exact same books that we saw in the last video. Let's start. Let's go to 150. Let's say that. Let's go to 150. So Great Gatsby, Catcher in the Rye, Attachments, The Infinite Noise. All of these stay. Only Mostly Devastated. I don't really remember what this is, but if it's queer, then it stays. It is. Then it stays. An Abundance of Catherine stays. Like a Love Story, I think is also queer, and I think that's why this is here. Yep, checks out. A Work in Progress, Secrets to the Mad, or For the Mad, and Note to Self are all YouTuber books, which probably are not the best now that I've read way more than compared to when I was a teenager, but they're gonna stay because I'm curious. Oh, this has a different name in English. What's this called in... Oh, jeez, that was the wrong button. What's this called in English again? The Chalkman. Oh, it's the exact same. Okay. The Chalkman. This is a thriller. I added this to the list when I was maybe 17, maybe 15. So I think this is gonna go, to be completely honest with you. I'm not really a thriller person. I don't know what it is about it. They're always boring for me. I don't know why. Maybe I've just never read a good thriller. So I'm taking this one off the list. Remove. The Ones Who Walk Away from Amelie stays, English Poetry stays, A Murder is Announced by Agatha Christie. Even though this is a thriller, it is Agatha Christie, so it's like a classic and it will stay. This Modern Love is, again, another YouTuber book, so it will stay for now. Actually, Connor Franta, Doty, and Will Derbyshire. I don't really watch him anymore, so maybe I could take this one out, but I remember this one being really good, according to what people used to say. Oh, but these ones are way higher. Look, okay. Maybe this one can go. Just because, realistically, I'm probably never gonna read it. The other two, I might. Because I like Doty's music, and I like Connor Franta, so... And I still kind of watch Connor Franta, not as much as I used to, but I still kind of watch him. I am using a ring light, by the way, so if you see me, start to sweat bullets, that is why. This light is very warm, and it's the reason why I never use it. But today my lighting just looked so bad that I ended up getting it. Okay, Alamino P will stay. Ficciones. George Louis Borges. Oh, this will stay, I think. The Stranger will stay. Red, White, and Royal Blue. Funnily enough, I have no interest in reading this book because I started watching the movie and I just couldn't get through it. I had to pause every 10 minutes and come back to it another day and continue and watch another 10 minutes. It just made me cringe so much that I physically could not watch that movie until the end. But I think I might do a video on it where I watch the movie and then I read the book afterwards and contrast to see if it was just the movie's fault. So because of that reason, it will stay. You Will Get Through This Night will also stay. One for Sorrow will stay. I don't have much interest in this story, but it is Zoe's book, so I will read it just out of principle. Shine will stay. Here the Whole Time will stay. Gravity of Us, The Extraordinaries, Ziggy Stardust and Me, Almond Act Cool. I forgot this was a book. This is from BTS. Is this an actual book or is it just the notes that come with the albums? I am so warm. Oh my goodness. Guys, while this loads, I'm gonna put on my little... Page unavailable. What? What happened? Does it not exist anymore? Hello? Oh, is it because they changed? It's not called Big Hit Entertainment anymore. It's called Hive. Is that why? Oh no. It's just my computer being weird. Okay. Great. The memory pieces of feelings being lost. This is an actual book, is it not? If I search this on... But it's called Notes though. If I search this on Waterstones, what would I get? If they even, assuming that they even sell this at Waterstones. Because if it's not the album notes that come with the albums, then I want to read it. But if it's the album notes, I mean, if it's the album notes compiled into a book, then that might be interesting. But if it's just the album notes, let's look at this. 2019. Oh my god, I feel old. Now in June. Wait, this is what? This is from the albums, yes. I'm pretty sure. For the people who don't know what I'm talking about, let me pull up one of my BTS albums real quick. Let me just fetch it out of my little pocket over here. Let me go back to big camera. There you go. I think they came on this. I think they came in Love Yourself. Yeah, there they are. Oh, is that gonna work? There. Oh, the light is too bright. Oh my gosh. Okay. Can you kind of see? There you go. It's like a little book that comes with the albums, and it came with like a bunch of different ones. So Love Yourself came with the Love Yourself trilogy. Probably You Never Walk Alone, I would expect, but maybe not. And they are just in Korean. So I think it's probably a like culmination of all of these, but in English, so that the people who don't speak Korean can actually read it and understand it, which is intriguing. I don't know where I could pre-order. Wait. What do you mean pre-order? This is so old. Why can't I buy it? £51? Listen, I love BTS as much as the other person, but I'm not gonna spend £51 on a little book. I would spend that on an album, but on a little book? No thank you. That actually, no. It's going away. Yeah, we're removing it. It's so frustrating because I do want to read it. I do want to read it really bad. If someone knows where I can get this for cheaper, let me know. I think I will leave it here just so I don't forget that it exists, because otherwise it will just like get out of my memory. So it will stay there just because of that. But I'm not gonna buy it. At least not for that price. Stargazing, I don't remember what it is, but it looks like a graphic novel. It is middle grade though. Jen Wong. Do I know Jen Wong from anywhere? Because that's the only thing that comes to mind. Oh, The Princess and the Dressmaker. Okay, yes. You May Stay. Are You Listening? It will also stay. It's another graphic novel. Dante's Inferno will also stay. Peter Darling. I probably added this because I saw something on Pinterest about it, and I don't remember what this actually is. It's LGBT. Stays. Automatic stay. Jan Eyre will stay. In Deeper Waters stays. The Atlas 6 stays. No Matter the Wreckage. Poems. Probably will stay because it is poems. I do like reading some poetry sometimes. Feminism, blah blah blah. Yes, okay, You May Stay. I've done a very bad job so far. I just realized. Dolly Parton's memoir will stay, and Halsey's will also stay. Ruin Song. Is this a fantasy book? It looks like one. Fantasy book and LGBT. Interesting. Her voice was her prison, now it's her weapon. In a world where magic is sung, a powerful mage called Cadence, funny, has been forced to torture her country's disgraced nobility at her ruthless queen's bidding. But when she is reunited with her childhood friend, a noble woman with ties to the underground rebellion, she must finally make a choice, take a stand to free their country from oppression, or follow in the queen's footsteps and become a monster herself. Interesting. This sounds like a good thing to read for Furies. I didn't even remember I had this on my list. How do I add tags? Hello, continue to tags. There we go. Right, this will stay. Let me know in the comments if you want to read this for Furies, and we will read it probably this year. This is quite old. Well, quite old. It's from 2022. 2020. Oh. I was looking here. That confused me. It's from 2020, so it should be pretty accessible by now. So let me know if that sounds interesting for Furies. Next, The Princess and the Dressmaker stays. Beast and Beauty stays. I have this book actually. Steven Universe, The End of an Era will stay. I want to look at this book. I want to like immerse myself in the art, the artwork and everything, so will stay. Single Man will stay, I think. I think if this is what I think it is. Yes, it is. LGBT stays. Front Desk. This was a recommendation from a Portuguese booktuber that I watch. And it sounded pretty good when I heard about it, but I don't think I'm as interested on it anymore, and I haven't read it since like I added this to my thing, which was probably in 2018 to be honest. So this is going. Did anyone see how many books we started with? Because I didn't. And I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't have mattered if I had seen it, because I would have just forgotten the number by the end. But just, you know, it would have been nice to compare and contrast, see how many books I got rid of. But that's not gonna happen, is it? The Great Believers. I don't remember what this is. LGBT stays. Do you see a pattern? She Drives Me Crazy stays. 11/22/63 stays. Girls Can Kiss Now stays. Disorientation stays. Through the Darkness I Will Love Myself. Okay, so this all the way to Idle Limerence, these four are Army's collections of like essays about BTS and the BTS impact, which is really interesting to me, and I really want to like read it. I don't know where to find it though. I don't know like where I could buy this. If someone knows, please write it in the comments, because I have been dying to read these since probably 2017, or I don't know if these are that old, but you know, since I found them while I was in the BTS fandom, that I've been wanting to read them. So yeah, let me know. Eurydice will stay. Nobleman's Guide. Why is this here? Oh, this is the third one. I was like, why is the first one here? I've already read it, but no. Okay, it is the first one. The third one, I mean. It can stay. I'm gonna read this year actually. Tricky is the second one from that one middle grade book. This is gonna go. Like, it's really cute. It gives me like Turning Red vibes from the cover, but I just don't think I would read it. So it's going for now. Maybe I'll have my middle grade era, but it's not now. Please Look After Mother is a Korean book I really want to read. I've heard it's particularly sad. So maybe for Crimea book series, this would work. Heavy Vinyl. What is this? What are you? Are you a graphic novel, perhaps? Yes, you are, and you're LGBT staying. Paper Girls is also saying. Ghost by Dolly Alderton. I added this simply because of the cover, but I don't know if I'm interested anymore. Nina Dean has arrived at her early 30s as a successful food writer and loving friends and family, plus a new home and neighborhood. Oh, with. Right. When she meets Max, what is this word? Beguiling? I don't know. Romantic hero who tells her on date 1 that he's going to marry her. Okay, obsessive much. It feels like all is going to plan. A new relationship couldn't have come at a better time. Her 30s have not been the liberating, uncomplicated experience she was sold. Everywhere she turns, she is reminded of time passing and opportunities dwindling. Friendships are fading, ex-boyfriends are moving on, and worse, everyone's moving to the suburbs. Interesting. There's no solace to be found in her family, with a mom who's caught in a baffling midlife makeover, and a beloved dad who is vanishing in slow motion into dementia. Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah, it will stay, I think. It sounds interesting to me. So you might stay. You may. Second place, a novel. I don't remember what this is, but I love the cover. Literary fiction, a haunting fable of art, family, and fate from the author of the Outline trilogy. A human invites a famous artist to use her guest house in the remote coastal landscape where she lives with her family. Powerfully drawn to his paintings, she believes his vision might penetrate the mystery at the center of her life. But as long, dry summer sets in, his provocative presence itself becomes an enigma and disrupts the calm on her secluded household. Interesting. This will stay. The Charm Offensive will stay. What Moves the Dead. I think this might be horror. It is horror. So I think this is gonna go. I'm a little scared of reading horror, so I'm not in my horror era yet, so this is going. in. It's giving, go ahead and give us nothing, you know? I have no idea what this is about. Must have seen a graphic novel. Interesting. Illustrated, blah blah blah. It doesn't matter. Graphic novel I will read. Stranger in a Strange Land. Love that title. It is giving us nothing. And I love that. Classic. It's a classic. Science fiction classic. Valentine Michael Smith is a human being raised on Mars. Newly returned. Yes. Staying. Lost Stars. See, this is middle grade. And I added it because... Oh no, it isn't. It's young adult. Why did I think it was middle grade? Okay, well then I don't need to give any explanation. It is staying because I saw a video of someone talking about this, saying it was better than Harry Potter, but it still had like the nostalgia and like nice things that Harry Potter gives you. And I was like, say less. So I will probably record a video on this because I found like other books that have been described as the same way. So that would be an interesting video. I would have to read the Harry Potter books first though, which I don't know if I'm like ready to do that yet. I've only seen the movies. Is that enough? I don't know. Mouse stays. Oddball. I thought I already read this. Why is it still here? It can go. Honestly, Sarah Scribbles is cute, but I wouldn't read more than 3 volumes. So, bye. Okay. This is why they hate us. Stays. This one stays. Wash Day Diaries. This might be another middle grade. Oh, it isn't. Ooh, graphic novel. Look at this art style. Wow. I need to read this like yesterday. Messy Roots. This will stay. I think this is might be about Native Americans? Question mark. Oh no, wait. No, it isn't. Oh, it's about... Wow. Okay, I see. Do you see what this book is putting down? Because I am. And it's staying. Absolutely. Demon in the Wood. This is a graphic novel that is also fantasy. And it's intriguing to me. And I really want to like read this for Furies. Because I want to see if I would prefer fantasy if it was graphic novel. But I don't know if anyone would want to read this along with me for Fury, so I'm kind of holding off on it. But I might do a video just like separate, still within the Furies series type of thing, but separate from the book club, where I just read fantasy like graphic novels for like a month or something and give my thoughts. But this really interests me. Duck Stays. The Many Deaths of Layla Starr. Stays. Graphic novel. I just love graphic novels. I love looking at art. I don't really care if the story is bad. I will always probably give it a shot because I like looking at art. So Crumbs and Thieves stay. Time as a Mother will stay. The Lesbianist Guide to Catholic School will stay. I actually really want to read this. I should put this on my Kobo. Like today, maybe. I don't know. All That's Left in the World stays. Never Let Me Go stays. Persephone, Hades' Torment. Is this a retelling? What is it? Graphic novel. Intriguing. Staying. The Death of Evan Lynch and Other Stories. Is this... Oh, Leo Tolstoy. This is classic. Then staying. I'm actually interested in reading some Russian like classical literature. The Chalice of the Gods stays. Discourse, yes, stays. Ashes of the Sun. What are you? What are you? LGBT and fantasy. Why did I add this? High fantasy. What was I thinking? Almost 600 pages as well. Wow, I was out of my mind. But I guess we could read this for Furies if you want to. It is part of a series, which I'm really avoiding starting new series today. It's a trilogy. Intriguing. Did I say today? I meant this year. So yeah, let me know if you want to read this for Furies again. put it on the comments. We might read it this year, might not, I don't know. I'm gonna try and find mostly standalone books or duologies for Furies this year, because I cannot be bothered with starting a big ass like series this year. Unless I finish a bunch of the series that I'm currently reading, then we can talk about starting a big series, you know. But I'm not gonna be starting like Mistborn this year, probably. The Sky Blues stays, Can Take That Away stays, And They Lived stays, Jay's Gay Agenda stays, The Girl from the Other Side. This is a graphic novel, I believe, and it's gonna stay. The Wicked plus the Divine, Volume 1. I'm guessing this is a graphic novel. And it's mythology. Every 90 years, 12 gods incarnated humans staying. Furies, Stories of the Wicked, Wild and Untamed. I really wanted to read this, but then I heard horrible things about it. So I don't know anymore, but it is short stories and it is like mythology things, so it will stay. Frontier, I think this is science fiction. Not sure why I added it to my list, because I don't think I was into science fiction. Oh, that's why. That explains it. The Journal of Curious Letters. Oh, there's another word. That was another word right there. This fantasy YA. The 13th Reality. Interesting. What is this about then? Middle grade as well. Also, by the way, my housemate just is in the kitchen, like preparing dinner or something, so if you can hear that, you're gonna have to ignore it. I also still have my little fan on, so if you can hear that as well, too bad. Yeah, I don't know what this is, but this is giving me Harry Potter vibes as well, so maybe I'll read this for that video that I'm planning to do in like 2 or 3 years. It shall stay for now. The Raven Boy stays, No Boy Summer stays, The Assassin and the Pirate Lord. Sarah J. Maas. What was I thinking? Oh, it's the Throne of Glass series. It's going. I'm sorry. Sorry to my Sarah J. Maas lovers out there. I just don't think she's for me, personally. Nothing wrong with you liking her. Whale. Magical Realism. Oh, it's a Korean book. Staying. Thank you. Girls Like Girls staying. Her Good Side staying. Is it gay? Or is it straight? It's straight? What was I thinking? Oh, it's for fans of Jenny Han. See? That's promising. I do like Jenny Han. I guess you may stay for now. All About Love stays. The Little Book of Complete Bollocks. Why is this here? Oh, this was for a Sabrina Carpenter video I was gonna film, where I read the books that she reads, but she doesn't really post that much about books that she reads, so this is gonna go. Actually, both of these will go. I don't think that video is gonna happen, so started planning that in like 2022 or something, when she was just starting to get famous, and now she's a double Grammy winner. Look at her go. Go, little rock star. Bye bye. Okay. Oh, Throttled. Oh, needs to go. I read the first chapter and I DNF'd. So this needs to get out of my shelf. Goodbye. Quietly Hostile Essays. I like this title. LGBT staying. In Papers. LGBT staying. The New Life. I think this is also LGBT, or it's like literary fiction, or it's both. Staying. The Unbroken. This was a fantasy book that I think I was recommended by one of you guys, and it's gay. So Furies? Question mark. What do we think? Staying. The Melody of You and Me. This, I hate this cover. Hate this cover. But it is gay. So And I think I added this to my list because the main character is Pan, I believe, I want to say. So yes, although I absolutely despise this cover. It is... Goodness day. Wait, actually, let me read it. After dropping out of university and breaking up with a girlfriend of 3 years, Chris Morrison's life is now a mind-numbing mess. She doubts that working at a small neighborhood bookstore is going to change that. Oh, he just knows how to get me. The rest of her time is spent mostly playing guitar and ignoring the many messages her mother keeps sending her about going back to college. It is giving, I'm not like other girls. I read, I work at a bookstore, and I play the guitar. But like, why do I want to read it though? But one day, an adorable and charming new bookseller waltzed her way into Chris's life. Josie Navarro, I don't know, is sweet, flirty, and she always has a new book in her hands. Oh my goodness. How charming. The two girls start a fast friendship that, for Chris, holds the promise of something more. But is she reading too much into? God damn it! It will stay. I really wanted to take it off because of the cover, but it will have to stay, sadly. Soft on Stuff is staying because the main character, or one of the characters, is Pan. Green Mile. Isn't this the prison book? Yeah, this is the prison book. This is going, actually. I don't know why I thought I wanted to read it, but I don't want to read it anymore. The Priory of the Orange Tree. Now, this is an interesting one because this is gay, but it is fantasy, and I think it is considered high fantasy, which is a bit scary for me personally. Yeah, high fantasy, but then it's gay. So I in theory I should want to read it, and I did want to read it a lot, but then look at the amount of pages, and then something else that you need to know is that my friend Paula, she will read anything. She is like big lover of every book, and she thought this was boring. So like she thought it kind of dragged along and that the romance was rushed, and I'm just, if Paula doesn't like it, then I'm probably not gonna like it either. But I feel like it would be really bad if I took this out of my list. But I genuinely have no interest in this book whatsoever. Is that bad to say? Probably. But I'm gonna take it out. I'm sorry, guys. So sorry. It is going. Watch my cousin make me read it for like the Minder challenges. All High We Go in the Dark is staying. Out There is staying. To Kill a Kingdom. I don't really have a big interest in this book, but I want to do a video for mermaids, like mermaids in fantasy and pirates in fantasy, so this will stay because of that. Mistborn will stay. YN stays. Crave. Listen, someone made me add this to my Furies list. Why is this in Italian? The truth is, it's about vampires. I don't really care. About vampires. Was never a Twilight girly personally, so this is gonna go. I was much more of a Teen Wolf girl. Still don't want to read about werewolves though. I'm just gonna be so honest with you. I think Sweet Evil is another vampire book, isn't it? Angels and Demons. Oh, but look at this cover. I'm sorry guys, I can't do it. It needs to go. It's hurting my soul. I know we shouldn't judge a book by its cover. There's book cover artists for a reason, you know? Know what I'm saying? A Broken Blade. This looks good. Oh, fake. See, this is the romantasy. Oh gosh. I think one of you guys recommended this to me. It will stay for now. It will stay. All This Time will stay. Given will stay. The Girl in the Stars, I think was recommended by one of you guys, will stay. Giovanna's Room will stay. Vita Nostra. This is just Dark Academia, right? This is not horror, or is it? No, yes. Fantasy? What? Why did I think this was just Dark Academia? Well, guys, let me know. I don't know what mood I am in today, but this is it, I guess. Let me know if you want this for Furies, I suppose. I didn't know this was fantasy. Oopsie. Stay, stay. Stay. Stay, 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 What are you? This looks like fantasy. It looks like it was recommended by one of you guys. Oh my, look at that. There's a little demon right there. I guess you stay. Stay. I actually have no more interest in this book anymore. So you're going. Bye. Goodbye. Assistant to the villain. It is here just as a joke, honestly. But it'll stay for now. Stay, 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 stay. Stay, 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 stay. Stay. No. Bye, bye. What are you? Okay, wait. Goodbye. And goodbye. Hello? And you are? Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. There, but for the Ali Smith, honestly, I am really trying to like her books. I have listened to Autumn and Winter. I just don't know what's happening most of the time. I am just always so confused. So this unfortunately is gonna have to go. I'm just not smart enough for these books. But I only have 2 brain cells, unfortunately. Some girls do stays. You know, funny story about this book. Stunning cover, right? Beautiful. Love it. Guardiania. Problem is, I started reading this book. I'm about like 20 to 30% of the way in, and I read like about 1 page every 3 months. So that's fun. That's interesting. I don't know how I still know what's going on in the story, but I do. But I mean, it's not that I'm not liking it. I just haven't put the time in to read it, I guess. I don't know. But it's staying. 80s in Persephone Saga. Now this strikes me as dark romance. And if it is, I'm sorry besties, but it is going. Yep. I knew it. I don't know what it is about Persephone Hades, but everyone just wants to write dark romance about them, and I don't appreciate that. Good if it's for you, not for me. American Dirt. What is this? Blah blah blah. Lydia lives in Acapulco. Wow. She has a son, look at the love of her life, and a wonderful husband who is a journalist. And while cracks are beginning to show in Acapulco because of the cartels, Lydia's life is is this about drugs? I don't think I care. Bye. Goodbye. Jade City will say, is this in Tag Dust Furies or no? Continues his axe. No, it wasn't, but it is fantasy. Yes, staying. Legends and Latte. Stay. Girls Serpentorn stay, I guess. Stay. The end we start from. I love this title. Dystopia. Ooh, fun. In the midst of a mysterious environmental crisis, as London is submerged below floodwaters, a woman gives birth to her first child, Z. Days later, the family is forced to leave their home in search of safety. As they move from place to place, shelter to shelter, their journey traces both fear and wonder as Z's small first grasp at things she sees. As E grows and stretches, striving and content against all odds. It's a story of motherhood in a terrifying setting. Familiar world made dangerous and unstable. I feel like I would need Jack Edwards to like tell me how great this book is for me to want to read it, and sadly this description just did not do it for me. Small Miracles Days, probably Ruby. Who are you? I feel like this is a fantasy book that was recommended by you guys. Oh, it isn't. Oh, it's indigenous. Ah, fun. Stays. Infinity Alchemist. Oh, this is by Kiss and Calendar, right? This is the same person that wrote Felix Ever After? I was gonna say Felix Felices. Wrong book. So yes, staying. Fantasy as well. Let's add this to oh, it already is. Awesome. Evocation stays. Everyone I can since you got famous stays. Question mark. Is this horror? It's giving me horror. It is horror. Oh, but it's LGBT. And it's YA, so like how bad can it be? probably not that bad, right? Probably not that scary. That's what I'm gonna tell myself anyways. Stace, I think this is gay. Lauren Christina though. Have they written a... They have written a gay book. Intriguing. Staying. This book, every time I look at it, it makes me giggle because it just... This is a fantasy. This is a fanfiction title. There are so many fantasy, like, oh my god, why do I keep saying fantasy? Not fantasy, fanfiction. There are so many fanfictions out there that are like 5 times something happened and then the one time, or 5 times where something almost happened and the one time where it actually did. Like, this is a big trope in fanfiction. So clearly this writer has had their fair share with fanfiction, I'm sure. Wow. Yeah. This checks out. I mean, need I say more? Stay. Fruits Basket. I actually don't really want to read Fruits Basket, so you're going. Bye. Skim. Stay. Princess Ever After. What is this? It looks very young, middle grade, but it's gay and it's a graphic novel. So I guess you stay. I guess you can stay. You're allowed. Princess, stay. See, I added this because it's like the opposite thing. They like change it, and they like gender bended the characters in Adventure Time, and that was interesting to me. But I don't actually think I'm gonna read this. So bye. Oh, I've already done way more than 150. I need to finish this video. How long have we been here? 42 minutes. I hope you had fun. I hope you liked it, because I don't think I'm gonna edit a lot out of this video. Let's see how many books we have now. 343. How many we started off with? I have no idea. But it was probably more. So yes, this is gonna be the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!